Michigan QB battle. Bryce Underwood versus Mikey Keene, who will start in 2025. Imagine the excitement around Bryce Underwood joining Michigan's Wolverine football team as the top recruit in the 2025 signing class. It's tempting to think he'll automatically become the starting quarterback, especially given his star status and impressive stats. But here's where it gets interesting. Coach Sherrone Moore insists on an open competition for the position. During Big Ten Media Days, Coach Moore made it clear that the team will determine its starting quarterback through rigorous training camp practices. He emphasized that the decision will hinge on which player grabs the team, essentially showing leadership and skill on the field. Underwood will face off against Mikey Keene, a transfer from Fresno State in this competition. While Underwood brings raw talent and a remarkable work ethic, Keene holds the advantage in terms of experience, having played in 39 college games and throwing 1,170 passes. Last season, Keene threw for 2,892 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, showcasing his ability to handle the pressure of big games. Despite Keene's experience, Underwood has already made a strong impression on the Michigan coaching staff and teammates. Sources close to the team have praised his maturity, leadership qualities, and dedication. One insider described Underwood as amazing, highlighting his respect for everyone from janitors to coaches, and his goal to learn every player's name. Coach Moore echoed these sentiments, describing Underwood as someone who does everything the right way. He noted that Underwood is proactive about his responsibilities, even calling the coach to confirm meeting times. The competition between these two quarterbacks promises to be intense and exciting. But who will come out on top? Only time will tell, as the team prepares for their first game against New Mexico and then travels to Norman to face Oklahoma. This situation raises an intriguing question. Does experience always trump raw talent and potential in college football? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Bryce Underwood, the humble prodigy of Michigan football. Imagine being a 17-year-old high school student, and suddenly you're thrust into the spotlight as a multi-millionaire athlete. This is the reality for Michigan's Bryce Underwood, the five-star phenom who has taken the college football world by storm. But here's the astonishing part. Despite his newfound fame and fortune, Underwood remains humble, focused, and dedicated to his craft. As his teammate, veteran edge rusher Derek Moore put it, he's not your average 17-year-old. But what makes Underwood so special, and how is he handling the immense pressure and expectations that come with being a top recruit? Let's dig into the fascinating story of this young athlete and explore what sets him apart from his peers. It all started when Underwood joined his Michigan teammates for a pickup basketball game during the summer break. Moore was surprised to see him there and immediately expressed his concern. "What are you doing here?" he asked. "You're not supposed to be here." Moore's reaction wasn't about Underwood as a person. It was about the risk of injury and the potential consequences for the team. As the program's most valuable asset, with a reported NIL deal worth between $10 million and $12.5 million over 4 years, Underwood's health is paramount. And this is where it gets interesting. Moore's concern highlights the delicate balance between allowing Underwood to be a normal teenager and protecting the team's investment. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Underwood is no ordinary teenager. He's a true freshman who has already made a significant impact on the team, taking plenty of reps during spring ball and building a reputation for his work ethic and dedication. His teammates and coaches rave about his maturity, focus, and humility, despite being just 17 years old. But here's the part that most people miss. Underwood's success is not just about his natural talent. It's about his willingness to learn, adapt, and put in the extra effort to improve. He's known for arriving early at practice, studying the script, and visualizing the drills. He builds chemistry with his teammates through extra throwing sessions and competes fiercely in the weight room. And this is the part that sparks controversy. Should Underwood be treated like any other player, or should he be handled with kid gloves due to his immense value to the team? Moore's comments suggest that the team is walking a fine line between protecting their investment and allowing Underwood to develop as a player. But what do you think? Should Underwood be given special treatment? Or should he be expected to earn his place on the team like everyone else? The debate is ongoing and opinions are divided. As we delve deeper into Underwood's story, it becomes clear that he's not just a talented athlete. He's a complex individual with his own strengths, weaknesses, and motivations. He's a hometown kid who grew up just 30 minutes from Michigan's campus, and his commitment to the team has been unwavering. But what drives him? Is it the desire for success, the need for validation, or something deeper? These are the questions that we should be asking, and they're the ones that we get to understand his willingness to develop. How does more confidence come into play? In conclusion, Bryce Underwood's story is a fascinating tale of talent, dedication, and controversy. As we watch him navigate the challenges of college football, we're reminded that there's more to being a successful athlete than just natural ability. It's about hard work, humility, and a willingness to learn. So what do you think about Underwood's story? Do you believe he's ready to take on the pressures of being a starting quarterback? Or do you think he needs more time to develop? Share your thoughts, and let's keep the conversation going. Nebraska football's big challenge. Facing Michigan's #1 recruit, Bryce Underwood. Get ready for a showdown that could shake up the Big Ten. Nebraska football may soon find itself facing off against the nation's top-ranked recruit, Michigan's Bryce Underwood. This isn't just another early season matchup. It's a potential turning point for both programs, and the stakes couldn't be higher. But here's where things get really interesting. The Wolverines' quarterback situation is far from settled, and the outcome could surprise everyone. Let's set the stage. Nebraska has a real shot at entering its Big Ten opener with a perfect 3-0 record. Michigan, too, could be undefeated if they can survive a high-pressure crime-time battle against Oklahoma on September 6th. That's no small feat, and it's a test that could reveal a lot about the Wolverines' true potential this season. At the recent Big Ten Media Days in Las Vegas, Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore radiated confidence about his squad's prospects. It's worth remembering that last season was a wild ride for the Wolverines. Despite coming off a national championship, they stumbled to an 8-5 finish, largely due to instability at the quarterback position. By November, Michigan was teetering at 5-5, dangerously close to missing out on bowl eligibility, a shocking turn for a program with such high expectations. Now, all eyes are on Bryce Underwood, the quarterback prodigy who was once all but committed to LSU before making a last-minute decision to enroll early at Michigan, just a short drive from his hometown of Belleville, Michigan. Nebraska fans should circle September 20 on their calendars, as that's when they'll likely get their first look at Underwood in action against the Huskers. Coach Moore can't say enough about Underwood's rapid development since joining the team in December. He's made progress every single day, Moore shared. He's focused on being the best teammate, student, and quarterback he can be. He's always doing things the right way, always striving to improve. Moore even recounted a recent phone call from Underwood, who wanted to double-check the time for an upcoming team meeting. Proof, Moore says, of the young quarterback's commitment and attention to detail. He's a great teammate, a great kid, and a remarkable young man. But here's the part most people miss. While Underwood is widely expected to take the starting job, the competition isn't over yet. Michigan also brought in Mikey Keene, the seasoned transfer from Fresno State, who brings a wealth of experience. Over 2,000 college snaps to be exact. That's a level of on-field knowledge that can't be ignored, and it could make the quarterback race much closer than many assume. Adding another layer of intrigue, Michigan has a new offensive coordinator this year, Chip Lindsey, who arrives from North Carolina. Moore praised Lindsey's leadership and coaching acumen, noting that his experience as a former head coach is already making a positive impact on the team. He's not just a phenomenal coach, but also a great leader. The players want to play for him, and he's already brought a lot to our offense, and to me personally. And this is where the debate heats up. Should Michigan hand the reins to the highly touted freshman, or trust the proven veteran? Is it better to bet on raw talent and potential, or lean on experience and stability? These are the kinds of decisions that can define a season and spark heated discussions among fans and analysts alike. So, what do you think? Should Michigan take a risk on Underwood's upside or play it safe with Keene's experience? And how do you see Nebraska's chances if they end up facing the nation's top recruit? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Coach Moore's optimism? Or do you see trouble ahead for the Wolverines? For more updates and in-depth coverage of Nebraska football, make sure to bookmark Nebraska Cornhuskers on SI. Subscribe to Husker Max on YouTube and visit huskermax.com regularly. Don't miss a moment of the action as the season unfolds.